With that, moving ahead with another session of the day. And the topic is navigating apprenticeship programs for optimal cost-saving strategies. And for that, I would like to invite on dais Mr. Vikram Shetty, Chief Executive Officer, Abhinav Institute of Technology and Management. Mr. Vikram Shetty, CEO, boasts 2 decades of leadership in management consulting, skilling, and HR, a champion of strategic growth and high-performing teams. He specializes in skill development through government apprenticeship programs. Let's give it up for Mr. Vikram Shetty. Welcome.
He just mentioned lunch, and then he took my name, so I'm wondering whether you guys would be focusing on this or on the lunch. But I'll tell you, you give me just 10 minutes of your time, and I assure you, because my topic is something different from what has been discussed so far today. Everybody must be wondering that what a skilling institute is doing here in a BFSI context. So I can assure you of 2 things. If you give me 10 minutes, काम की बात करूँगा और धंधे की बात करूँगा. So nothing more and less. We'll come to the point. Several of the previous panelists, and I must say it has been a fantastic lineup so far. It was so interesting listening to all the innovative ideas from all the speakers before this. So I would like to thank Gain Skills for organizing this. And I look forward to the rest of the speakers as well, because for me, coming from a different background, this is something, a very learning experience. Coming to what we are doing as a skilling. So many of the earlier speakers mentioned that skilling or upskilling is an integral part of the BFSI sector as well, whether you want to train your employees or whether you want to upskill your customers with the new technology. So that is where we come into the picture. Can we have something to, yeah.
Green is next.
Sure, thank you. So I'll quickly give you a glimpse of what our organization is all about. So for the past 30 years, we've been into skilling and education. And we are one of the pioneers in vocational education in the state of Maharashtra, but now we're also working pan-India. Jumping straight to the point, several people mentioned earlier that skilling, including the honorable chief guest for today's event, Dr. Rajput, also mentioned that skilling and upskilling is an integral part of how innovation can be taken to the masses and how we can create the workforce of the future for our organizations. So that's where we come into the picture. Our organization partners with the central government and various state governments and bring those programs to the corporates and enable them to harness all these programs and engage their employees and their customers, benefiting from the entire ecosystem that the government has provided. So our job is to basically bridge between the corporate and the government and ensure that the government programs reaches to all the masses that they have been designed for. So some of the information is mentioned here. I would not get more into the details, but I'll come to the main point in a short while. So we have partnerships with various governments, and we help each of the state governments to reach out to corporates and create collaborations and cooperations. So as I was saying earlier, dhande ki baat, kaam ki baat. So when it comes to skilling, there is one aspect of skilling which is on-the-job training. And that's one of the programs that is revolutionizing the current entry-level hiring and creating the workforce that we require in the near future. And so that's where we come into the picture. So this act, Apprenticeship Act, has been in place since 1961. Basically what this act says is every organization which has more than 30 employees, it is mandated by law that they must hire apprentices or trainees in their organization. Now, why they should hire, what are the benefits? So the primary benefit here is that the government provides you the liberty to take trainees and gives you a benefit that you need not pay them statutory compliances, or rather those are waived off for the trainee employees. Additionally, in order to make this a success, government has come up with a monetary incentive. So somebody earlier spoke about the DBT. So under this scheme, the government is paying a certain share of the individual's monthly payment as a government share. And it is ranging from 25% to 50% of the amount that is being paid to that individual. So that means huge savings for your entry-level hiring that you can, benefit from this particular program. And you can take from a minimum of 2.5% to a maximum of 25% of such employees in your organization if your organization is registered in Maharashtra. Other states, it is maximized to 15%. So how does the government revolutionize this? How does it work? So they've launched various schemes, just given the information on the screen. So there are schemes like National Apprenticeship Promotion Scheme, National Apprenticeship Training Scheme, and the Learn and Earn Scheme, which is a state government of Maharashtra scheme. Under these schemes, there are various eligibility parameters. Depending on which organization wants to engage with this activity, we suggest either one or a combination of these schemes. So coming to the main aspect of cost saving for an organization and how many organizations are benefiting from this particular activity is that we have entry-level hiring. We've just taken a simple example here that an entry-level hiring, when we take up individual from somewhere around 15,000 of a take-home salary at a very, very basic level, maybe an undergraduate or a graduate individual. So the cost to the company gets topped up on that with the statutory compliances. And so that is completely waived off in this particular program. That enables a cost saving in case of like an undergraduate case study. We can see that almost about 54,000 rupees of CTCs saved in 1 year. And if you include the government reimbursement also on top of that, then you can save up to 72,000 rupees in case of undergraduate employees and about 1,08,000 in case of a graduate employee. That is the impact on your cash flow. That is the impact on your exact amount, that is your OPEX, that you can see in your employees. So one of the examples I would like to give you, one ITES organization that we are working with. For the past 1 year or plus 1 year, we've been working with them. And not only have they benefited in terms of actual saving in terms of money, but they've also been getting an advantage that more employees are being retained among the freshers that are being hired under this program, because there is a additional advantage that these individuals get, that they get certified by the government for the particular job role that they're working in. So those individuals who complete that duration of 1 year or 2 years of training with the organization, they not only work for that duration, they get trained, they get paid. At the same time, they get certified by the government, and these certifications are valid as across several countries. So the government has, so you might have heard about National Skill Development Corporation. So they get certified from there, and this is a valid certification across more than 30 plus countries. So these are the primary advantages, and like I have mentioned here that this particular organization I'm giving you, they've engaged about 3,000 people of their workforce under this program, and which has led to a saving or make a huge impact of more than 13 CR in 1 year to that particular organization. And this can be leveraged by every organization which has more than 30 employees. And I believe all the organizations here, they have a huge entry-level workforce. So, you can consider looking into this as an opportunity to leverage entry-level hiring through apprenticeship programs of government, of course with our assistance. What we would be doing for you is basically helping you to run this scheme more effectively in your organization, to sensitize the employees, the freshers, about these programs, the government share, your share to be disbursed to these particular individuals. The entire process is being taken care by our team. So our services include the entire end-to-end management, right from inception of this program in your organization till ensuring that every individual completes the program and gets a certification from the government. So that entire process is being managed by us. And we can have more detailed discussion probably during the networking, and me and my team are here. So feel free to reach out to me or anyone from my team. And if we reach out to you, we would like to discuss and see how well we can implement this program in your organization. Any questions that you may have right now, maybe we can quickly take 1 or 2 questions if there's something that anybody would like to ask. So since there's no question, I would just like to end this by saying that we have been able to assist more than 100 organizations as of now. The number of apprentices that are registered under these programs in India have grown from somewhere around 1 lakh to 7 lakhs just in the last 1 year. So this is this is a trend that is really growing. It is revolutionizing the entire system of entry-level hiring from colleges, from various education institutions, and the regular hiring in general. It is becoming a part of the normal talent acquisition process. And so every organization is going to jump into this sooner or later. The sooner you do it, the better it is. So that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vikram Shetty, for the well-versed session. I would now request Ms. Shara Dindu Sarkar, Vice President in Technology Risk Management MasterCard, to come upon dais